In this video, we're going to be installing one pressure regulator Y filter on each one of these valves, converting them into drip control zone kits. Here we dug up the valves and we're going to be making a cut on the lateral side of the valve. Just cutting out a small section, maybe about 2-3 inches, maybe 4 inches, just so that we can unscrew that adapter on it and it has enough space for the filter. The pipe cutters I'm using are MCC PVC pipe cutters. I think these things are the best. I highly recommend them for anyone that wants them. MCC pipe cutters. Once that's done, go ahead and unscrew the male adapter from the lateral side of the valve on all three valves. So here I have a couple Rain Bird PRF-075s. It's a 3/4 inch pressure regulated Y filter at 30 psi. I'm going to go ahead and Teflon both threads on this. Here I'm taking off the actual filter and the cap. It just makes it easier to thread. The filter and that cap get in the way a little bit, so just go ahead and unscrew that. You could Teflon and you can screw it back in. Here I'm going to grab this 3/4 inch thread by slip coupling and I'm going to thread it onto the outward side or the downstream side of the filter. The filter itself has a directional arrow that says flow, showing the path of travel of the water. You want to put that on the downside because that upside there, that upstream side, is going to go into the valve itself. Go ahead and screw that filter back in and tighten up that coupling. You should be good to go. So on this manifold here, the valves aren't spaced out evenly and there's no room to screw this in with the filter. So I just went ahead and unscrewed that cap again. Screw this in to the lateral side, making sure you're doing it the right way, the directional flow. Go ahead and hand tighten that. That should be enough. Straighten that out. And then you can go ahead and just put in that filter and that cap again. Because it didn't make any accurate cuts in the pipe, I'm just gonna go ahead and dry fit these. Just make sure that there's enough wiggle room and enough space for me to go ahead and insert those couplings back into the lateral. Because this pipe's a little bit older and it's already used and stuff like that, I'm gonna go ahead and prime this. That primer will clean the pipe, but it also softens it up a bit. That way the glue grabs a little better. Once you prime, go ahead and grab some glue, throw a couple dabs on there and slip that back into the coupling. Remember that anytime you glue fittings or pipe, you want to hold that for a couple seconds so the pipe doesn't slip out. No, 2-3 seconds is fine. So the primer I use is Well Done P70 purple primer. Here I want to do the same thing to the second valve and the third valve. I'm just going to primer that real quick and throw some glue on there, slip it in. you'll see that when I start to glue this fitting here in this pipe, the glue will start to run off. I go ahead and I wipe that up. I don't like that, the look of drip glue. Then just go ahead and grab some dirt or some soil and that'll suck up that glue. You should be good to go. Once you're done, go ahead and cover those lateral pipes and pressure test it. Clean those filters and you should be set. For more videos like this, check out our YouTube channel or check us out online at www.landpronet.com.